Once known as the Paris of the Middle East, Beirut is now the capital of a country on the brink of economic collapse.
The economic crisis in Lebanon is getting harder and harder every day. In this short video, we will watch the story of Rami. Rami owns a juice company in Lebanon and has many employees. Rami is worried and thinking about solutions. He starts secretly using lower quality products and ingredients, but does not mention this change in quality publicly, or in the ingredients section of his product.
What if I secretly buy cheaper ingredients and products for the juice production? This will highly reduce our expenses and bring more profit. But of course, no one other than the workers should know about this.
Rami decided to use people as means and reduce the salary wages of all employees, thinking they cannot afford a better payable job than this job. And this way he can benefit from this extra money.
Hey guys, I have an important announcement to make. Looking at the situation we are facing, I have no other option except to cut a part of your wages. I am sorry about this, but there is nothing I can do. If you don't like this change, take the exit door behind you. Thank you for your time.
To 1 month. Rami decided to fire one employee since work has been slower than before and doesn't require this big number of employees.
Lebanon's situation is getting more and more frustrating. I have workers sitting doing nothing. I think it is time to fire someone, since we don't need this many employees at the time.
Looking at the experience of all employees, Rami's nephew Ronnie has the least experience of them all, but he decides not to fire him because he's his nephew, and fires another employee named Sarah, thinking that it is the best option between the others because she is a girl and can't control herself during stress like the others.
Hey Sarah. I am very sorry to inform you that you have been fired. Times are very difficult right now, and there's nothing I can do.
Why me? I can't understand that.
I cannot expect from you to understand this decision. Sorry. Sarah leaves uneased and upset. She decides to take revenge on this. She goes to the press and reveals that Rami is lying about the quality of the product, bringing a huge wave of hate towards his company and his integrity. Rami's company loses its reputation and a majority of its customers and is on the verge of bankruptcy. Let us wrap up what we have seen. When Rami decided to use lower quality material for his juice production, without the consent of the customer, this is a straight violation of honesty and integrity between the seller and the buyer. Rami is misleading his customers and using them as means for the benefit of his company and himself. If we were to use the Kantian universality principle on this example and assume that everyone that owns a business lied about the material of his products, there would be straight chaos and loss of truth between people, bringing a terrible picture to the business aspect of the world. Next, Rami takes advantage of the fact that his Lebanese employees won't find a better job than the job at his company, due to the hard circumstances of the Lebanese economic field. Knowing this, he decides to make it even harder for them by cutting their wages, knowing for a fact that no one will quit after this wage cut, benefiting from this extra money for his benefit and the benefit of his company. This translates the idea of using people as means and reflects the image of an egoist mindset, who prioritizes his self-interests over everything else. Moreover, when Rami decided to fire one person from his company, he removed the option of firing Ronnie, his nephew, simply because Rami cannot accept firing a relative, and prefers anyone else, even though Ronnie has the least experience of them all. This type of moral concept is called nepotism, or favoritism, where the decision is biased due to some personal relations between people. Rami chose to fire Sarah from his company, basing his decision on the idea that she is a girl, and cannot handle hard tasks as men do. This type of ethical dilemma enters the fields of gender equality and human rights. Plus, this reflects Rami's beliefs and perspectives of patriarchy. Finally, Sarah reveals Rami's secret about using low-quality ingredients in his juice, bringing the reputation of his company to the ground. Sarah's act is an example of the disclosure of confidential employer information. Sarah's goal from this was not mainly just to warn people from Rami's juice production, but also an egoistic act of revenge. After Rami fired her from his company, By this, we reach the end of our today's lesson. Thank you for watching.